Hey guys.
All right. Hello, everybody.
Howdy.
Welcome to Live from Brutus Hollar.
We are live.
Yes, we are.
We're live.
We are live.
You know, I didn't even think about it. You know, we could tape this thing like, in the afternoon, and then we could just be kicking back right now.
We could try doing that.
No,
one day.
I'm just kidding.
Hello, Aint Hall. How are you? How are you? Justin, how you doing?
The Cheeky Monkey is on.
Paul
Paul is on.
All right. Brother Joe, Cliff.
Joe's like a prodigal brother. He missed us last week.
He was
Hey, Susan.
AWOL. Yeah, he
Susan.
was.
He probably bowling or something.
Hello, Susan.
Joe's going to lose his badge. Hey, Jay.
Joe Bowers, how are you? How are you? All right. Well, we are here tonight, and this will be Tom's last week, I guess.
That's going to be
till the new year.
Till the new year. That's
Yes.
right. That's exactly right. I'm headed.
Unless we do
a surprise show next week.
Yeah, you never know.
Fill in. You don't know.
I will not be here next week. Dawn and I will be heading over to Savannah. Our children bought us a 3 or 4 day anniversary present, so we're going to be kicking back in Savannah for a few
So
days.
how many years is it she's tolerated you now?
40 years.
Jesus Christ.
40 years.
40 years. They got probably there's a medal for that somewhere, Dawn. I'm not sure. You're probably going to be. At least I know there's going to be a special place in heaven for you.
Well, we're going to let Tom kick the music off here.
I'm going to do some Waylon Jennings. I was talking to a fellow down in Helen last weekend, and we got to talk about Waylon Jennings. And, of course, I was talking about Granddaddy Mim's Moonshine Distillery over there in Blairsville and Tommy Townsend and like.
The Waymores.
The Waymores, that's right. This is one of Waylon's songs called I've Always Been Crazy. I've always been crazy in the trouble that it's put me through. I've been busted for things that I did and I didn't do. I can't say I'm proud of all the things that I've done. But I can say that I've never intentionally hurt anyone. I've always been different, 1 foot over the line. Winding up somewhere 1 step ahead or behind. It ain't been easy, but I guess that I shouldn't complain. I've always been crazy, but it's kept me from going insane. Beautiful lady, are you sure that you understand? The chances you're taking of in a free living band. Are you really sure you really want what you see? Be careful of something that's just what you want it to be. I've always been crazy, but it's kept me from going insane. Nobody knows if it's something to bless or to blame. So far I ain't found a rhyme or reason to change. I've always been crazy, but it's kept me from going insane. Yeah, I've always been crazy, but it's kept me from going insane.
All right. That's a good way to start the show off there.
Well, folks who know us know that we're both just not quite right.
Yeah, but that don't That's not a problem, though.
Well, I gotta tell you that you can't really do what we do and be normal. I mean, we're just not normal. You know.
Someone once told me that they can't imagine the courage that it takes to get out on stage with just your instrument and sit there and play. It is kind of putting yourself out there a little bit.
You know where I learned to do it? Church choir.
I don't know.
Church choir for me. You stand up there in front of the congregation. These are people you know. I mean, they're in it. And of course, my mama was the choir director. And you stand up there in church choir and put it all out. That's where I learned not to be shy. Just do it.
I don't know. I think I hid behind the bass for a long time.
Yeah.
But when I came out and started playing solo in, I guess it was 2010, I don't know what happened, but one day I just sat down and I said, you know what, I'm going to play like I'm home alone. And it started making a difference, I think.
If they could do it, they'd be up there doing it instead of you. That's right.
All right, well,
Hey, Pete.
We'll do a little, hello, Peter, how are you? Justin's here, okay. This is a song about a boy who used to live here in Hayesville. And couldn't get a job that was worth anything, so he went down to Florida, got hooked up with a FEMA crew, made a ton of money, but eventually his heart had to bring him back here. So it's for you, Jay. Jay's going to be celebrating his 30th birthday on Monday, and we will be singing happy birthday to him in a little while. So for you, Jay. I'm heading about 75, passing all those cities by, the cotton fields and Georgia's rolling hills. Soon I'll be up on the mountainside, back to where I used to hide, from all those city lights and all those restless nights. I'm coming home, Carolina, sure to hope to find you just the way I lived you in 2002. There's a memory I still share, I can still see her there, in her faded jeans, in her long, long hair. I'm gonna find a way to finally be here Tuesday. I'll be back home, my hometown. I'm gonna find you now. I'm gonna search this town. I know the places where we used to go when we were running round my hometown, my hometown. Coming home, Carolina, to my hometown. I headed down the river road to the place we used to go, where we used to catch our trout before the river washed it out. I tried to look around some more. I even looked in the country store where we used to buy our s'mores when we camped in the great outdoors. I'm coming home, Carolina, sure to hope to find you just the way I lived you in 2002. There's a memory I still share, I can still see her there in her faded jeans and her long, long hair. I'm gonna find a way to finally be here Tuesday. I'll be back home, I'm gonna find a way to finally be here Tuesday. I'll be back home in my hometown. I'm coming home, Carolina, to my hometown. Coming home, Carolina, to my hometown.
That's a great song.
It is a great song. That song was written by my buddy Doug Matern. Dawn, can you do me a favor? Can you turn this monitor down a little bit, please? On the side by Tom there's a volume control there. Just kick it down about 1/8 of an inch or so. See the knob there? Just a little bit. Well, counterclockwise, dear. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Thank you. All right. Intravenous Yingling. Who's doing
Is
that?
that Joe?
You know, we used to go to Scranton, Pennsylvania to visit my aunt and uncle every couple of years with the kids, and we would bring back a carload of Yingling before they had it in Florida.
Well, you know, it was so funny. I was in this when the club once here not too long ago, and asked the guy. He says, young dumb waiter. We said, "Hey man, what you got imported?" And he said, "We got Yingling." And we go, "No, Yingling is made in the oldest brewery in the country." No, it's imported. We said, "Dude, read it's on the bottle. It says it right on the bottle." He said, "Well, the manager said it was imported." I said, "Yeah, okay."
Well, he's the boss.
The manager's wrong.
What you got?
Well, I'm going to do, I have done this one in a little while. I've told the story about when I was 15 years old, my grandmama, I spent a summer trying to learn how to whistle. And I don't mean like that. I mean,
Yeah,
like
that was
that.
tough. That was tough.
And she finally, my grandmother could burst your eardrums with her whistle, and she finally taught me how to do it. And the reason I love doing Riders in the Sky is because you get to whistle in it. You got to whistle and a yippee-ki-yay, yippee-yi-o goes Riders in the Sky. So we're going to do some Riders in the Sky. Old cowpoke went riding out one hot and windy day. On a ridge he rested as he went along his way. And all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw plowing through the ragged skies and up the cloudy draw. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-o. Those riders in the sky. Their blinds were still on fire, their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny, and their hot breath he could feel. And a bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky. Saw the riders coming hard. He could hear their mournful cry. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-o. Those riders in the sky. Hey! Their face was gaunt, their eyes were blurred, their shirts all soaked with sweat. They're riding hard to catch that herd, but they ain't caught 'em yet. They've got to ride forevermore on the range up in the sky. Horses snorting fire. As they ride, I hear them cry. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-o. the sky. As the riders loped on by, he heard one call his name. If you want to save your soul from hell or riding on the range, then cowboy better change your ways, or with us you will ride, trying to catch the devil's herd across the endless sky. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yi-oh. Those riders in the sky. What?
Wow. Where did that come from?
Actually, I usually cog it up with a capo when I forgot. It was a little bit low, but my grandma,
That explains why I could find a harmony.
I conjure up my grandmother every time because she taught me how to whistle like that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and sing Happy Birthday to Jay.
Well, heck yeah.
30 years old. Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk it?
Hello there, Andre. How are you? Good buddy Andre from...
Thank you. Thank you,
Texas.
Andre. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Cheeky.
All right, Jay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Jay Jenkins.
Jay Beard.
Jay Beard. Happy birthday.
to you.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday, Jay. Jay has to be one of our biggest fan. We love Jay to death. Sorry we can't be with you on Monday, pal. Happy birthday.
Let's try this. I haven't done this in a while. Walk along the river, sweet lullaby. It just keeps on going. Don't worry about where it's going. Fly, Mr. Bluebird, I'm just walking down the road. Early morning sunshine tells me all I need to know. Is it love? You're my blue sky, you're my sunny day. Lord, you know it makes me high when you turn your love my way. Turn your love my way. Turn your love my way. Good old Sunday morning, I will bring it down the road. On to Carolina, won't be long till I get home. Here I come. You're my blue sky, you're my sunny day. Lord, you know it makes me high when you turn your love my way. Turn your love my way. Turn your love my way. highway, turn your love my way, turn your love my way, turn your love my way.
We've ever done. I don't know if I've ever.
I don't think we have.
That's a good one.
I think we have an old Allman Brothers song there.
That's a good song. So I saw somebody flashed up there a little while ago. They wanted to hear a Rolling Stones song.
Oh, sure. Which one you want?
Wild Horses.
All right. All right. I prefer mild horses myself.
You know, that was the trouble with it. I've told the story. When I was a kid, Mom and Daddy took us out on the west side of Jacksonville there to a horse place, and we rode horses. So I'd been on Sue Hobble on from Minnesota. Hey, Sue. So I'd been on a horse one time and went to YMCA camp. I was 7 years old. We go to YMCA camp, and they had a bunch of horses. We were going to go horseback riding down at Camp Immokalee down there just north of Keystone Heights. And they said, how many of y'all have ever been on a horse before? And I said, well, I have. That was a mistake because they put me on a horse that actually was a horse. The rest of them, you couldn't have beat them into running. The horse I got on was like Trigger from Roy Rogers, and the thing went crazy. I scared to death, man.
I imagine that a horse would see you coming and say no.
Well, I was a little fella then. I wasn't so bad. But yeah, you're right. I had a horse when I got a horse when I was 13, and my horse was Baby Doll. Anyway, this is Rolling Stones song. Somebody requested. I'm gonna be in B minor and G mostly, and then there's A minor and C and D. It changes around. Got a lot of chord changes in there.
Yeah, I know the song, but I don't
know. Childhood living. It's easy to do things that you wanted. I brought them for you. Graceless lady, you know who I am. You know that I can't let you slide through my hands. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. I watched you suffer, dull ache and pain. Now you decided to show me the same. Those sweeping exits are all stage lines. You make me feel bitter or treat you unkind. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. I know I drained you. I've sinned and lied. I have my freedom, but I don't have much time. Faith has been broken, cry. Let's do some living after we die. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses, we'll ride them someday. Rolling Stones.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. So,
Yeah.
I don't know where I'm going to be this week.
Well, you ain't gonna be anywhere. You in Savannah, aren't you?
No, that's Monday. We leave on Monday, so I am working over the
So
weekend.
where are you gonna be?
I think I'm at Snowbird on Saturday.
Because I'm not anywhere this
Yeah.
weekend. I'm off this weekend.
I'm at Ott Family Farms in Ellijay on Friday afternoon, 5 o'clock, I think, until 8. And then I'm at Snowbird Mountain Brewing Company. Time to yet be determined. I have a funny feeling that's going to be 5 to 8, but it might be a little earlier because of the darkness. And Sunday I'm somewhere at Yona Mountain. Oh boy, I'll be going through Helen again.
Well, Helen has calmed down.
Yeah, I guess it has.
Helen has calmed down a little
Well, they're
bit.
going to get ready for the big Christmas thing now. I guess they're already decorated for Christmas.
It's
pretty much.
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's if you ever do get up here to the mountains, it's worth a trip over to Helen just to walk around for a day and kind of look around a little bit. What you got for us?
It's eclectic. Well, it's your turn, man. I did Wild Horses. I was watching. I'm waiting on you now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. Totally unprepared.
You got to keep an eye on this guy right here now. I know what it is. I know what your problem is, that pork chop you ate. This man made some pork chops tonight. They were just to die for. And, of course, Dawn did her magic on some, what do you call them squash things?
They're
Acorn squash. My
Acorn
God, it
squash.
was good.
You know, one of the great things about the internet is being able to peruse different recipes for things. And I saw this recipe for some peach glazed pork chops, and we had a piece of London, not a piece of London broil, a piece of pork tenderloin in the freezer. So I took it out and sliced it into inch-thick pieces and made my own pork chops. And
It were good.
it was pretty good. I was pretty happy with it. Had a little ginger in it and a little cinnamon and peach preserves that we had made back in 2018, I think, was the date on that jar.
I'm hoping to have one of those in my go box.
You will.
I brought my
will.
go container back, Don. I hope you noticed that. I brought that fancy go container.
Well, let's see if we can do this. I haven't done this in a while. They called it Feeney's Jukebox 1954, full of all of the songs that I grew up on. They got old Hanky Lefty in his B-24. Set 'em up, Joe, and play and walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play and walk in the floor. I'm gonna spend the night like every night before, playing them tunes, I'm gonna play them some more. I gotta have a shot of those old troubadours. Set 'em up, Joe, and play and walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, and play and walk in the floor. All my neon neighbors, they like what I play. 'Cause they've heard it every night since you went away. Every night they replace old B-24, 'cause every night I want to leave the play and walk in the floor. Every night I want to leave the play and walk in the floor. I'm gonna spend my time like every night before, playing them tunes, I'm gonna play them some more. I gotta have a shot of those old troubadours. Yeah, set 'em up, Joe, play and walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, play and walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, play and walk in the floor. Set 'em up, Joe, play and walk in the floor. Oh, Vern Gosnell.
That's a good song, now.
It is a good tune. It is a good tune. Vern is probably one of the most underappreciated country artists that there is. He had a beautiful voice.
And a really nice guy, too.
He was a very nice
guy. Really nice guy.
You know that. You know that.
I know that because of Larry Mangum.
Oh, okay.
Larry ran across him a couple times and said he was just the nicest guy in the world. So there was one buffer on that, Glenn. We're getting better on that buffer.
Actually, yeah. What am I looking there, Don? A couple of drop things.
Same thing it always says.
Same thing it always
don't
says.
mean that.
But I got a green light.
You got a green light.
All right. Well.
So I'm gonna do something we haven't done in a while. We might have never done this, but
Gonna stop us.
this is a simple one. This is a D, G, and A. So this is one from the '60s, and I'm gonna dedicate this to all your railroad buddies out there, your brother Joe and whatnot. Steve, Susan knew him. There he is. I told you he was a nice guy. He's a real nice guy. So back in the day, this song right here caused the ruination of cookie sheets all across America. Because people mistook the meaning of the lyric to thinking that if you took banana peelings and put them on your mama's cookie sheet and baked them in the oven until they were dry and then shredded them all up and put them in a cigarette paper and smoke them, you'd get high.
And you can, but you just need to add a little bit of other ingredients.
That's right. Anyway, this is a song by Donovan, dedicating to all you boys from the '60s. This one's called Mellow Yellow. I'm just mad about Saffron. Saffron's mad about me. I'm just mad about Saffron. She's just mad about me. They call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. Call me Mellow Yellow. I'm just mad about 14. She said she was 18. 14's mad about me. I'm just mad about 14. She's just mad about me. They call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. Born high forever to fly when velocity's nil. Born high forever to fly. If you want your cup, I will fill. They call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. They call me Mellow Yellow. This last verse is the one that did it. Banana peelings on the cookie sheet and whatnot. Electrical banana is gonna be a sudden craze. Electrical banana is bound to be the very next phase. They call me Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. They Call me Mellow Yellow, quite rightly. Call me Mellow Yellow. Donovan. No, you're right. We didn't. I just read about it. I never tried it. We had corn silk where I grew up. That didn't work either.
Well, while we're doing old and obscure British artists,
Yeah.
what is this song? I'm trying to remember what it's called. Gosh, I don't remember who did this song. Actually, no. I'm in E minor. Well, now that I've lost everything to you, you say you want to start something new, and it's breaking my heart you're leaving. Baby, I'm grieving, but if you want to leave, take good care. Hope you got a lot of nice friends out there, but just remember there's a lot of bad in the bed. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just on a smile. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world, and I'll always remember you like a child. You know I've seen a lot of what the world can do, and it's breaking my heart in two, 'cause I never want to see you sad, girl. Hey, don't be a bad girl, but if you want to leave, take good care. Hope you got a lot of nice things to wear, but then a lot of nice things turn bad out there. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just on a smile. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world, and I'll always remember you like a child. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just on a smile. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world, and I'll always remember you like a child. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just on a smile. Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world, and I'll always remember you like a child.
Somebody called up there. That's Cat Stevens.
Cat Stevens, that's what it is. That's what it was.
Whatever he calls himself now.
Oh, yeah, he's on the no-fly list, I understand.
Yusuf
Bob,
Mustafa.
you're out of Old Forester. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Out of Old Forester. Oh, that's a whiskey.
Yeah, it's a good whiskey. It is. Actually, I used to drink Old Overholt. That was a rye whiskey. I only drank it because I liked the label. I watch people in the supermarket buying wine, and that's what they're buying. They're buying the labels. They have no idea what the wines are going to taste like,
right.
but it looks like something good. It's got a cool name. Let's try
Especially that stuff comes in a box.
it. Oh, that's called Car Bordeaux.
Cardboard. I like that.
Wild thing. No.
You make my heart sing. I'll never forget. I love that. That's in the movie Major League, which is one of my favorite movies.
We used to sing Wild Thing.
And when he comes walking in, and finally the woman who owns the baseball, the Cleveland Indians, when they were about to win the pennant, and she said, "I hate that song." He sang it every time she came in there. Well, speaking of Old Crow,
Oh,
let's do that Guy Clark tune. Oh,
okay.
Sitting on a fender, someone else's truck, drinking Old Crow whiskey, hot 7-Up out in the parking lot. Hear the band a playing right through the wall. Ain't no cover charge, ain't no last call out in the parking lot. There's a couple of cowpokes putting up their dukes. Wasn't much to it. Both of them puked out in the parking lot. Someone called the police. Police finally came. Wrote them a couple of tickets. Took a couple of names out in the parking lot. I love to see the neon dancing on the gravel. I love to hear them pickup trucks come unravel. Some are giving up, some are giving in. Looks like everybody's looking for a friend out in the parking lot. Oops, there's a couple couldn't wait to get home. They're probably in love. Let's leave them alone out in the parking lot. Band's on the bus, all loaded up to leave. Drummer's got a girlfriend, tugging out his sleeve out in the parking lot. I love to see the neon dancing on the gravel. I love to hear them pickup trucks come unravel. Some are giving up, some are giving in. Looks like everybody's looking for a friend out in the parking lot. Everybody's gone, they've cut off all the lights. Dust is starting to settle, ain't never been so quiet out in the parking lot. Guy Clark.
Great tune, great tune.
Kristen and Tom are on there. Hey, Kristen and Tom. How you doing?
TLF third. I don't
Good
understand.
to see y'all.
All right.
Glad y'all are here, got tuned in. Speaking of railroad, you were on a rail trail riding your bikes. These folks, they've got the coolest bikes because they're powered, they're electric. And they were here visiting for a while. They had their RV down here and their bikes, and we went riding with them on our bicycles, which are not powered, over on the dam. And I'm glad to hear y'all are good up there. I hope y'all aren't freezing your butts off yet. We're getting a little cool down here. And of course, Georgia's in Florida right now, and it's been a little. Yesterday it was cooler in Jacksonville than it was here.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow, it was nice today. It was
Yeah,
very
it was
nice today.
75 degrees. It was beautiful.
Yeah. Speaking of Savannah, where we're going to be, they have a railroad museum there, and I got it on my list of things to do. So maybe we'll see some of y'all's pictures in there.
Kristen and Tom, y'all need to come on down now. Come hang out with us for a bit. So you know Jay's popped wildfire up there about 3 times. We
Has
haven't
he?
done that. We haven't done that in a while.
I guess we can.
You know, you need to do those other couple songs you were working on too. Let's don't forget those.
We'll see. I don't know if I'll do that tonight. They got rid of the cabooses. Yeah, they don't have cabooses on trains anymore, do they?
December, they're going to be down. Good, good, good. We'll look for you. We'll be there.
Rippling cold with a battle cry, and tears fill the eyes of their loved ones and their brothers in arms. So it went with Joseph Morgan. It should have been different. It could have been easy. His rank could have saved him. But a country unborn needs bravery, and it spread like wildfire. When the ashes grew sweet today, like the seeds of the pines, when the forest burns, when they open up, they grow and burn again. It should have been different, it could have been easy, but too much money holding to ever end slavery. The cry for war spread like wildfire. Wildfire. Civil War came, the Civil War went. Brother fought brother, the South was spanned, but its true demise was hatred, passed down through the years. It should have been different, it could have been easy, but pride has a way of holding firm to history, and it burns like wildfire. Wildfire. I was born a southern son from a small southern town where the rebels run wild and beat their chest. It's where they're gonna rise again. It should have been different, it could have been easy when old Warren died. It could have gone with you, but here we are, caught in that wildfire. Wildfire. All right, a little bit of mandolin. What'd you say their new name was, Don? Waterford something?
Thank you, Bob.
Waterford
Thank you so
Crystal?
much.
Don't remember.
We do like that song. That's a great one.
Watchtower? Watch us play, yeah, or something like that. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. Thank you. They're going to be in Atlanta? Oh. All righty.
So, Georgia, I'm not sure she's going to be on this evening. She's helping her friend Mickey. She always gets to request a few songs, and she wanted to hear some John Prine. And I'm always proud to do some John Prine. I love watching some of his stuff on YouTube because he tells these great stories about where the song came from, and when he was coming along, how he wrote the song and whatnot. But this one's called "Crazy as a Loon," and I think it fits. Back before I was a movie star, straight off of the farm, of another man's wife, tattooed on my arm, with a pack of Camel cigarettes in the sleeve of my t-shirt. I'm heading out to Hollywood to have my feelings hurt. Yeah, that town will make you crazy. Just give it a little time. You'll be walking around in circles down on Hollywood and Vine. You'll be waiting on a phone call on the wrong end of a broom. Yeah, that town will make you crazy, crazy as a loon. So I headed down to Nashville to become a country star. Every night you'd find me hanging every honky-tonkin' bar. Pretty soon I met a woman. Pretty soon she done me wrong. Pretty soon my life got sadder than any country song. Yeah, that town will make you crazy. Just give it a little time. You'll be walking around in circles, looking for that country rhyme. You'll be waiting on a phone call on the wrong end of a broom. Yeah, that town will make you crazy, crazy as a loon. One time, Paul. So I gathered up my savvy, bought myself a business suit, headed up to New York City, where a man could make some loot. I got hired on Monday morning, downsized that afternoon, overcome with grief that evening. Now I'm crazy as a loon. So I'm up here in the North Woods, just staring at a lake, wondering just exactly how much they expect a man can take. I eat fish to pass the time away, beneath the blue Canadian moon. This whole world has made me crazy, crazy as a loon. Yeah, this whole world has made me crazy, crazy as a loon. John Prine. Well, now you got people, they're throwing stuff at us, Paul. They want to hear a train song.
A train song, huh? Well,
What about that one you were working on there?
let's see if I can find what that is there.
Was that the one with the harmonica?
That was the one with the harmonica. Yeah.
Well, I'll be pleased to play that one again with you.
All right. The song starts with an O. There it is. I guess we'll do it in D.
That's the harp I got. I hope you're going to do it in D.
Hey, look down yonder coming down that railroad track. Yeah, look down yonder coming down that railroad track. Which that horn brought some special, bringing my baby back. Well, I'm going down to Florida, going to get some sand in my shoes. Yeah, I'm going down to Florida, going to get some sand in my shoes. I'll ride that horse blossom special and lose my New York blues. Well, they talk about rambling. She's the fastest train around. Yeah, they talking about rambling. Traveling on the fastest train around. It's that orange blossom special, rolling on that seaboard line. It's that orange blossom special, bringing my baby back home to me. Almost.
Dang good right there now. I don't care who you are.
It's a good tune. Johnny Cash. Thank you, Glenn. It's a work in progress. My days of searing. I'm missing that
I
one.
think that's Searching.
Oh, searching. Okay.
But I'm going to do another one of my songs. This is another one that Georgia had asked for. I tell the story, and I know Paul and I both been influenced by older guys when we were coming along, guys that were great musicians.
Yeah, we weren't always this old.
We weren't always this old. And three of the influential men in my life that helped shape me as a musician. One was a fellow that was my dad's friend. He was a barber in our town, and Lamar Moon. He was a steel guitar player for the Jimmy Strickland band, and Jack's famous bluegrass band in Jacksonville. And the other was an old fellow. I don't know his name. I met him in a nursing home down in Penny Farms, Florida, playing the fiddle. Took my guitar back the next day and played with him some. And the other one was old Mr. Judd Sherman, who was a fellow we played with out at Clay's Corner many times. Brilliant old musician. But anyway, guys that influenced me spawned this song called Old Men with Guitars and Fiddles. Try this for you. Well, I went down to the rest home, see an old friend living there. Took his old fiddle, hope we play some while I was there. He took the fiddle from the case like holding a newborn child. When he bowed the first few notes, you should have seen him smile. The sound that came from that old wood was pure country gold. Notes that flowed from the strings were clear and bold. I thought for a minute he was gonna cry. Then he smiled and said, boy, let's play Sweet By and By. Open with guitars and fiddles picking on the porch. Don't hear music like that much anymore. It takes me back to my childhood, I remember when. Now I wish I was a kid back then, picking with them again. I was only 8 years old when I was introduced. All my daddy's old friends that he called the pickin' fools. They sat around McCormick's store every Friday night, picking out them old songs. I stayed out of sight. Then one night old Mr. Judd called for me to come sit by him in the circle. He was number one. He handed me an old guitar, said, boy, learn to play it right. Then one day he passed it on like I've done tonight. Old men with guitars and fiddles picking on the porch. Don't hear music like that much anymore. It takes me back to my childhood, I remember when. Now I wish I was a kid back then, picking with them again. Now the years have passed and I guess it's time for me to finally admit that I'm one of the old guys now, and on the porch I sit, playing all the old songs with all my old friends. Every time we get together, I remember when. I was just a young kid who was shown the way. Now it's probably my turn to do the same. So listen, kids, if you will, hear what I say. Take this old guitar and learn to play. Old men with guitars and fiddles picking on the porch. Don't hear music like that much anymore. It takes me back to my childhood. I remember when. I wish I was a kid back then, thinking with them again. Yes, I wish I was a kid back there, thinking with them again.
That's a great song.
And we're only as old as we think we are, and I still think I'm 30.
You know, one of the sad things that kids today will never know, boys. I don't know, can you talk about boys anymore without talking about girls? I mean, are we all mixed up now? I don't know. But anyway, you know, the barber shop was a great place when you were a kid.
Great place,
You
man.
know, my parents would not allow comic books in the house. And that was where I would get my comic book fix, along with my red lollipop. With the stick that was kind of in a loop so that you wouldn't choke.
Oh,
on it.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Always got you a lollipop. He had a big glass jar of them sitting there on the counter.
And they had this powder that they call lilac vegetal.
Oh, yeah.
And what a beautiful smell. I can still smell that right now.
The other one that they had that I still have some of was called Clubman. That's right.
Yes,
That's right.
I know
They
it.
have that
I
green,
know
that
it.
square green. Oh my God, that stuff smells so
You can
good.
still get that.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, kids will never know that.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you. You know, the other thing they had in the barber shop, of course, they were always tucked away. They had adult magazines there.
Not in my barber shop, no.
And they had, well, they would never let the young get it, but they had this one thing that was there. It was called Parts Pup, and it was a advertisement for, I think it was Napa. It was a parts store,
Oh,
but buried in the catalog, there's a little paperback catalog, but buried in the catalog. So the girls weren't naked, but they were scantily clad. And so that was always a big thrill to see the
that was enough back then.
the Parks Pup. That's right.
Yeah. I feel like a little James Taylor tonight. C.
Did you say
C. C. I said C. C.
C? That's right, Cheeky.
I remember that song somewhat. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. James Taylor. There is a young cowboy, he lives on the range. His horse and his cattle are his only companion. He works in the saddle, he sleeps in the canyons, waiting for summer, his pastures to change. And as the moon rises, he sits by his fire, thinking about women and glasses of beer. Closing his eyes as the dog is retired, he sings out a song which is soft but it's clear, as if maybe someone could hear. He sings good night, you moonlight ladies, rockabye, sweet baby James. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams and rockabye, sweet baby Jane. Now the 1st of December was covered in snow. So was the turnpike from Stockbridge to Boston. Well, the Berkshires seemed dreamlike on account of that frosting. With 10 miles behind me and 10,000 more to go. Oh, more to go. There's a song that they sing when they take to the highway. A song that they sing when they take to the sea. A song that they sing of their home in the sky. Maybe you can believe it if it helps you to sleep. Oh, but singing works just fine for me. So good night, you moonlight ladies. Rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane. The deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams? In a rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane. So good night, you moonlight ladies. Rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane. Deep greens and blues are the colors I choose. Won't you let me go down in my dreams and rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane. Oh, a little bit of James Taylor.
That's a good one.
You read National Geographic. Yeah, they had some good pictures in National Geographics.
Well, I mean, I think the point is, Glenn was, Paul was making the point that barbershop experience is something that's just is gone.
It's gone.
I mean,
It's gone.
it's
And that
not-
was a true American thing. That was, and I don't care where you lived or what city it was, you know. Although here in Hayesville, we do have, what's her name over there? Pat Bonanno, yeah, has a barber shop. And if you want to learn who's who and who's what in Hayesville, you go
hang
in
out at
that
the barber
barber
shop.
shop and hang out over there. And they're still doing that there. But you never know when Pat's going to be there. Pat will put a sign up on her door. My horse split his hoof. I won't be here today.
The barbershop thing, and Mr. Moon, who was the barber there in our neighborhood, in the back of his barbershop is where he had his steel guitars set up, and that's where their band rehearsed, was in the back of the barbershop. And I read a thing today that really took me back. It was a picture, showed a bunch of kids playing stickball in the street. And said, when you were a kid, if you played stickball in the street, every once in a while somebody had to yell out "car,"
Yeah.
you had a really good childhood.
You had that pink Spalding ball.
Well, you know what we did? We played a game called corkball. And you started out with a standard, whatever the basic cork, about that big around cork.
Yeah.
And you wrapped it. My mother was the queen of corkball because she was the only one in the neighborhood, because she was a nurse, that could get adhesive tape.
Oh.
It's because you had to wrap the cork with adhesive tape. And you threw it, you put it on your fingers like this, and you held it with your thumb like this, and you threw it underhanded. But what you were hitting it with was a broomstick.
Yeah, yeah.
And man, it was a game. I mean, it never went very far.
Not a lot of meat there though to find that ball. but
No,
that's
you
good.
had to be good at it, man. It was a lot of fun. Look at there. Cliff says the barber still uses a straight razor on his neck. Well, you know, it's funny because, y'all know Brian, our buddy Brian, who's our son.
Yep.
Out of Jacksonville. He works around the corner from us, and he works in a pretty bona fide barber shop. And he still does razor cuts, and he'll still shave your face with a razor. And oh yeah, he does all that stuff. And pretty cool place. The difference is that the haircuts that he does now, you won't even recognize. I mean, I was going, what the hell is that kind of haircut there?
I watch my grandkids. They get half of their head shaved
I
on
know.
the side.
I don't get it. I'm gonna do an old animals song just because I was thinking about New Orleans, and I I surprised the guy this past weekend. I started strumming this. He goes, "Oh, yeah, 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 I know that song." I said, "Really? You think you know this song?" He goes, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." I said, "Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me." But then I broke into this. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun. It's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk. And the only time that he is satisfied is when he's on a drum. It's one foot on the platform, the other on the train. I'm going back to New Orleans, to wear that ball and chain. Mothers, take your children. I could do what I have done. They spend their lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. I'm going back to New Orleans. My race is almost run. I'm going back to end my life in the house of the rising sun. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun. It's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. Sorry. I get carried away sometimes. That's right. It was written long, long ago in Old England. And when it was written, "Hey, Georgia, hey, baby." Moose, Dawn and Moose is here. Cinnamon Girl for Kedra by any chance? We can do. I'll do that next one around. I'll do one for Kedra. Sure will. But yes, that song was written long, long ago in Old England. Had absolutely nothing to do with a bordello, but they did it in 1964. That's right.
Let's try this. I haven't done this in a long time. You all know this song, a little Bob Dylan song here. Well, it ain't no use to sit and wonder, Bobby. It don't matter anyhow. And it ain't no use to sit and wonder, Bobby, if you don't know by now. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out the window, honey, and I'll be gone. You're the reason that I'm traveling on. But don't think twice, it's alright. It ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. Light I'll never know. And it ain't no use in turning on your light, babe. I'm on the dark side of the road. I wish there was something you could do or say. Try and make me change my mind instead. We never did too much talking anyway. But don't think twice, it's alright. And hoping all the way down the road I once loved the one, the child I'm told. Well, I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. They don't think twice, it's alright. Still, I wish there was something you could do or say to try and make me change my mind and stay. We never did too much talking anyway. They don't think twice, it's alright. Well, I'm walking down that long and lonesome road here, where I'm bound. Yeah, I can't tell, but goodbye is too good a word, babe. So I'll just say fare thee well. I'm thinking and wondering all the way down the road. I once loved this one, a child I'm told. Well, I gave her my heart, but she wanted my soul. You don't think twice, it's alright. Don't think twice. That's a good tune. That's a good tune.
No, Peter, I'm not drinking those painkillers anymore. And I know you may not know the story, but we had a wreck on a motorcycle. I was driving, and we needed those painkillers for a couple of days here. I'm still in pain, but
we're not going to tell them the story about the pot next to the bed, though, are we?
No. No, we're not. Georgia wanted to hear this. Georgia, Tom and Kristen were on a little bit earlier. They're going to be down in Jacksonville, they said, in December. And I reserved, and I was going to tell Susan. Susan you need to check with Ray Lewis. The Troubadours are going to be at Mudville. I can't remember the date. It's early December, sometime December the 9th or 10th, I think. The Troubadours, Bob Patterson, Larry Mangum, the four guys. Larry, Bob, I'm drawing a blank. Jim, anyway.
It's all right.
The Troubadours. It'll come back. Yeah, I got Georgia. I got reserved us some seats today, baby.
I want to live with a cinnamon girl. Could be happy the rest of my life with a cinnamon girl. Dreamer of pictures I run in the night. See us together chasing the moonlight, my cinnamon girl. Ten silver saxes, a bass with a bow. Drummer relaxes and waits between shows for his cinnamon girl. A dreamer of pictures I run in the night. See us together chasing the moonlight, my cinnamon girl. Send me money, now I'm gonna make it somehow. I need another chance. You see your baby just loves to dance. Yeah, 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 yeah. I wanna live with a cinnamon girl. I could be happy the rest of my life with a cinnamon girl. Dreamer of pictures I run in the night. See us together chasing the moonlight, my cinnamon girl.
Our departed friend, Kedra. That's right, Jim Carrick. Thank you, Georgia. Jim Carrick, Bob Patterson, Charlie Simmons, and Larry Mangum. And you have to check with Ray Lewis. I think it's the 10th of December. They're going to be at Mudville. You guys, Susan, y'all should come up. It's going to be a great show. They haven't played out together in over a year, I don't think. And it's going to be a super show. Tickets are $15, and it's going to be a good night.
All right. Well, we have come to the end.
A juncture?
The end. All right.
There's never an end with us, Paul. There's always the next time.
We come to a pause.
We say hasta luego, not goodbye. We say, see you next time.
Let us give pause. Well, what should we do?
Well, I think we ought to do. Bob Dylan.
That would be good.
We haven't done that tonight. We had a couple of requests for that. I know a couple of you guys like to sing along.
Yeah, they do. I'd like to hear that one day.
We'll hear them singing along. I know. Maybe it's best that we can't hear it. I don't know.
By the way, I'm going to be in Sarasota again this year, and rumor has it that there is a gang of railroad folks that are going to be coming. So I'm going to put a call in as soon as I find out how many. So far, I think my brother said about 10. So I can see if I can reserve you a table. I know it's a little early to try to do that there, but I think I got a little pull with the management. So,
where's that going to be?
At JR's Old Packing House in
there
Sarasota. You're going to be with me the next day at the
That's
Mannings.
right. Yes, we're going to be at the Mannings the next night for a house concert. That's going to be great.
So I hope Paul Laticano will be there with his friends and wife. I think that was his wife.
We're going to have some fun.
You can't assume anything anymore. I'm sorry? Moose is having a fit. Okay.
Here we go. Appreciate y'all being tuned in this evening. Yeah. Ma, take this badge off of me, 'cause I can't use it anymore. Getting dark, too dark to see. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knocking, knocking, 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 knocking on heaven's door. Mama put my guns down in the ground. I can't shoot them anymore. There's a long dark cloud been hanging round, and I feel I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knocking, knocking, 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 knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking, knocking, knocking on heaven's door. Knocking, knocking, knocking on heaven's door. Knocking, knocking, knocking on heaven's door.
Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you. Thank you once
I don't know
again.
if I'll see you next week. Just keep your eyes tuned to the internet. But we're leaving on Monday for Savannah. And I don't imagine that we'll be bored enough on Tuesday to stop and do a show, but we'll see.
You ain't going to be bored in
No, I
Savannah,
don't
brother.
think
I'm
so.
telling you right now.
So we'll see you the week after that, and I'll be by my lonesome. Tom will be down in Florida. You can catch him down there on the East Coast, somewhere in the northeast end of Florida. There.
Absolutely. We're going to be at Melrose, at the Coffee Talk in Melrose on December the 2nd.
Yeah, all right, good.
And then I've got a show coming up at Riverside Arts Market, which will be on a Saturday. I'll announce the date. I don't remember the date. That's in January sometime, I think.
All right.
And so I'll be around. Thank you, Tom and Kristen. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, good
Thank
night,
you so
everybody.
much.
We thank you so much.
Good night.